It's a strange game going on between the bulls and bears chasing each other. Today it was the turn of bulls and the bulls were powered by the Adani pack yet again. Nifty was actually up whole day while Bank Nifty was still a bit undecided mainly because HDFC was undecided, did not go anywhere for the day. Nifty IT, which had cracked yesterday, that was up slightly. The big boy Reliance was up whole day, 1.7%, good outing for Reliance. Next 50 is making a new high nearly every day, and the star for the day was Airtel after a long time, up 4.3%. The best stock and the best sector for the day. Look at the trend of next 50. It has been up for 6 straight days. If you own a mid cap based fund or ETF, then the NAV probably would have been doing well this week. Now, if you show this chart to someone who's not in the stock markets, they will ask probably what is the problem. This is the greenery in Nifty top stocks, and this is the greenery in IT stocks, which is perhaps the richest sector besides banking in the country. All greens, which means these stocks need less than 10% to reach new highs. So, where is the problem? Why is retail unhappy? Why is retail portfolio not looking that good right now? And I'll tell you the simple reason. Let me know if you agree with it. Most of these stocks are not foreign to retail portfolios, but they went up like a rocket. Most retail booked profits came out. And in the recent fall, when these stocks were down 5 to 20%, no one bought. And now suddenly there has been a recovery. No one is daring to buy into the recovery, waiting for the next fall. And this is a topic where most retail is confused, the stocks they hold or they want to buy, what are the resistance levels, what are the support levels. I'll talk about few select stocks. If you want me to cover this topic more in the coming week, let me know which stocks and I'll cover it again. But I'll today talk about the top stocks which are going up or down like anything these days. This is what I was talking about. The retail has a big problem with this kind of seesaw movement. You don't know whether to buy or sell. Seattle, it was down yesterday, up today. Shyam Finance was up yesterday, the second best stock. Today it was the second worst stock. Today, best contribution of course came from Bharti Airtel, that was up 4.3%. A short covering was really due in Bharti Airtel. The next performer was Reliance, taking Nifty up 16%, followed by Sun Pharma, ICICI Bank and TCS. Now power grid goes up when Adani pack is down. When Adani pack is up, power grid goes down. The pull also came from Shriram Finance, Hero Motor, Apollo Hospital and Nestle. Next 50 was not that optimistic, still lot better than yesterday. Lot of greens. The top does not have all red stocks today because Adani total, that is a little low, and Adani Power, which that was down. However, Adani Green, Adani Energy continue to rock. They were up. In fact, today the circuits were revised. See the change here? This number was 10% earlier. It was revised to 20%. And when the stock was at 20%, it was revised further. It went up to nearly 25% and then came down because there was heavy profit booking in the Adani group in the last 15-20 minutes of the day. Adani Energy did not raise a circuit today, but still it was up a lot, 15%. Now LIC is celebrating the misery of SBI Life and HDFC Life. It was up 5%. Torrent Pharma up, Divi's Lab up. Reverse of yesterday literally, no bears. Telecom for a change was the best sector today, followed by oil and gas. That's because Adani pack as well as Reliance were up. Suddenly the line is moving heavily in favor of investors. People have started making a bit of money. The negative number of diversified industrial driven by Adani enterprises, that's also now at minus 50. Earlier this week, this number was close to minus 200. Look at aerospace and defense. 6 straight good days. And we are still 2 months away from the budget session. And I'll tell you the reason for this. Aerospace and defense books most orders in Q4. Investing pack was mixed back today. Motilal Oswal came back 2%. This stock has been literally seesawing. Today both KFin and CAMS hit new highs. See the up move in KFin Tech? See insurance? LIC 5% up. That too on huge volumes. Literally 6x. IT, while the sector in general was reasonably good today, however, volumes were not very high. Not really too many investors coming forward to buy at this stage. This is becoming a dangerous sector because on one side the dollar is appreciating a bit, which means rupee is going down. On the other side, stocks are getting really expensive now. Telecom, actually, there was only Airtel today back to green zone, still 10% away from new highs. People had a change of heart for Ola, that was down 6% today. Defense is looking good because HAL and BL, the heavyweights, they were up a bit. Mazgaon Dock continued the journey up 2%. Metals looking good. Most of the stocks in the upper tier, they were up anywhere between 1 to 2%. Oil pack was looking really good today. Oil India was down a bit, 3%. The only rocket here was in Adani Total. The other stocks did not have very high volumes. Power, these days only two companies are there to talk about. Adani Energy, that was up a lot, 15%, and Adani Power. Now Adani Energy was up whole day. Adani Power, however, started high, then came down, then went up, then came down. Not too much interest coming in the thermal power pack. Even NTPC, despite the debut of NTPC Green, that has not been going anywhere. See NTPC, 23% away from its high. Now I need to add NTPC Green here. Today Adani Green was rocking 21%, circuit got to 20%, then that also was revised. See here, this is the circuit revision, then it went up. Premier Energy had a fantastic day after a long time, up 8%. Praj Industries today created a new high. This company creates the equipment used to manufacture ethanol for the sugar companies. A rocket here. Now this sector is a bit tricky because not all companies are profitable all the time. See here, Renuka Sugar, Bajaj Hindustan, 0p means they don't show profit. Triveni Engineering and Eat Perry are among the most profitable ones. This company has been down a lot of late. I just realized one company missing here is Andhra Sugar, that I'll add. See Eat Perry. The pattern is lot different from Triveni Engineering. Varun Beverages corrected today, but the remaining edible pack was looking okay. Good gains in Radico yet again. This stock is looking good. In the non-edible pack, Colgate had an off day, but remaining stocks were looking good. HUL, Titan, Asian Paints, Trent, they were all down of late, but they were all up today, 1 to 1.5%. Adani Pack, there were only two companies that were shining today, Adani Green and Adani Energy. The euphoria in Adani Enterprises, Ports and Adani Power vanished today. Even Adani Total, that was not up much. The problem which no one is talking about is that rupee is depreciating fast. Today it is at 84.6. IT will love it, but the country will not. One more bad news that came up today, and it was actually not very much unexpected. India's GDP slips to 7-quarter low. The writing was on the wall. I don't think anyone should say they were not expecting the GDP to be bad. The only thing is this is lower than what most analysts were predicting. Now, India's April to October fiscal deficit is literally at 50% of the target. So this is the problem, this is the cause. Government is not spending the money. As a result, GDP is not growing. When will government spend? I have no idea. Let's wait for the budget. That should be the next milestone. Gold was up today above 76,000, silver nearing 90,000 yet again. Bitcoin wants to go to 1 lakh, but it is not going there. It has been stuck in this zone for more than 7-8 days now. My trades for the day, I bought Adani Energy, Adani Green. One of them was up a lot, the other one is in loss right now. I explained about Triveni Engineering. I've been following this stock for a while. I like 3 sugar companies only, Eat Perry, Triveni Engineering and Andhra Sugar. So I thought there is an opportunity to make a little money with stocks going up in the sugar sector today. So I took a bite here. Hindustan Zinc also, the zinc prices internationally have been going up. They have gone up 10% in the last month or so, but that has not reflected in Hindustan Zinc stock. So I thought there is an arbitrage opportunity maybe for next 10-15 days. Let's see. Hindustan Zinc may actually cover that ground in a day or two once the stock starts going up. Nothing sold, but I will definitely have to sell something on Monday because I am running out of money now. Let me take you to the graphs directly to talk about supports and resistances. The basic idea is that when the stocks are really volatile, for example, Adani Group right now, it is going up 20%, 22% up. Most people are confused whether to book profits or stay on for another day. Similarly, while going down, how much the stock will fall more. The reading the graphs is not that hard, but creating a theory around it, that requires experience. So take it with a pinch of salt, the readings. I'll start with Reliance first. Reliance has made a bottom somewhere above 1200. It should not break that level. This is after a big fall. So this should serve as a good support level. And there has been a kind of free fall for Reliance. Ideally, this is not a resistance. Resistance is somewhere around 1500 plus. However, minor resistance may come at 1400 levels. If momentum is good, then Reliance should cross 1500 and then take a break. But right now, based upon the charts, Reliance reclaiming 1600 or making new highs looks very tough. TCS 4000 should serve as the bottom for now. It has already taken a turn from 4400 and 4400 seems like a resistance zone. If that is broken, then it will make a new high. HDFC is already at a new high right now. There is no resistance technically. Support wise, 1700 should not get broken. If that is broken, you will probably see a little over 1600 very soon. The rock bottom support, of course, is at 1400. That should not get breached even if the market tanks. Airtel has retreated from a good support level. The next resistance should be something around 1700 only. There is nothing below that. So another 70 points should be good on Airtel. Infosys is more popular for the FIIs. Looks like if IT corrects, then it will head to 1800, but that's a minor support only. 1750 looks likely in case of a fall. That's 100 points below. ICICI Bank is looking a little unsure, crossing 1360. That's the high. It has already come back twice from that. It is making another attempt now. It is making higher bottoms, however, continuously going up all the time. Graph is optimistic, just needs to break this level. Motilal Oswal obviously has been making higher bottoms, but it has got stuck somewhere around 1000 levels. It is finding it hard to break right now. The charts to me are suggesting that Motilal Oswal may consolidate for a while and then it will need a good set of results to break this chart. The numbers which you see here, 41%, they are a little false for the simple reason that many companies are not reflecting this bonus properly. This price is not adjusted, otherwise Motilal Oswal is already at a new high. BSC is finding a lot of resistance somewhere close to 5000. Right now it is at 4670, about 10% away. Again, this is a consolidation zone. Once BSC breaks it, this should go up a lot. However, NSC is around the corner. When NSC comes, some of the investments in BSC may get divided into NSC. People may diversify. So I probably would not see a big leg up for BSC soon. But it is a very volatile share, so for trading it is good. LIC, it has bounced back from a good support level. This 900 kind of level should serve as a reasonable support for a fall also. The resistance is somewhere around 1100. Ultimate resistance will be at 1200. That is the 52-week high. After that, it will be in uncharted territory. I don't see that happening right now. Adani Enterprises has actually find support at its 52-week low approximately. Now it should go up a lot from here because it has fallen a lot. In fact, this particular level of around 2750 also is a minor resistance only. The big resistance will come somewhere around 3100. So there is a good leg up if the market remains up and the Adani group does not find new troubles. Going up beyond this level and making new highs a little far-fetched for now because Adani Enterprises actually did not spend too much time in any case in this zone. Adani Ports has also found support somewhere around 1100. The firm support is around 800, however. If it falls further, then it is heading towards 800 perhaps or even lower. This is the most profitable company in the Adani pack with a reasonable P. So I don't expect it to fall. The ultimate resistance is at 1600. All these are minor resistances. So good 300, 400 kind of rally still left in the stock. However, watch for the fall in Adani pack if there is bad news coming from the US yet again. Note that here I am totally disregarding PEs and profitability. I am just talking pure technicals. Adani Green also has found support at the rock bottom, 52-week low. So around 900 should be a good support. There is no resistance till 1600 approximately. There is good 300 point rally still left if optimism continues. The ultimate resistance will be somewhere around 2000, which is the highest point for this particular stock 21,754. I would say most people will book profit somewhere between 2000 to 2100 if it crosses 1600 levels. I would expect heavy profit booking to come at 1600 levels as the first round of profit booking. Adani Power support is somewhere around 400. It has bounced back earlier than that, but it did not stop at all. Is the next level of support, which was 500. It just fell continuously. So I would not count 500 as a good support level. The resistance zone seems to be somewhere around 700. It may consolidate between 600 and 700 for a while right now because it earlier also spent considerable time in this zone. The peak was very short lived, so I would not count on that perhaps. 700 seems to be the next top for now. Adani Energy's chart is a bit interesting because it broke the low of the year. It created a new low. It has just bounced back. The next level of resistance is somewhere above 1000 a little. Could 150 point rally still left if the optimism continues? These peaks will need news flow or good earnings from the stock. Otherwise, it will probably peak out somewhere around 1100 mostly. Adani Total's graph is slightly similar only, it just did not make a new low. The fall here was gradual. It was not a crash in a week time like for the other Adani Group companies. So while it has gone up of late in the last 2 days, however, I would not expect this rally to continue a lot. One more factor is that the PE for Adani Total is already very high, 128 even after the fall. I've covered probably 50% of my dashboards. Let me know in the comment section if this was useful. In that case, next week I'll cover the remaining stocks also. Also, let me know which specific stocks you would want me to cover. Have a fantastic weekend, and I hope that the GDP numbers don't bother the bulls too much on Monday. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.